My name is Dr. Adrian Threlfeld. I'm a military historian and I work here as an education officer at the Shrine of Remembrance and as a military history lecturer at Victoria University.
It doesn't match your face. Gotta find my way away from this place.
When was the Shrine of Remembrance built? Construction started in 1927 and it took nearly 7 years. So it was opened, unveiled to the public on Remembrance Day, so the 11th of November 1934.
Are you afraid of me now? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel that I can see your soul? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel the beat in your heart?
After 1914, 1918, the people of the state of Victoria wanted an appropriate memorial to remember the service, the sacrifice of their loved ones, of their families. More than 19,000 Victorians lost their lives during the Great War and tens of thousands more were wounded. And as all of those who were killed are buried overseas, there are no cemeteries, there are no grave sites in Australia. So it was a place for people to come to reflect and to remember their loss.
I love the way you are today. Run away with me now.
I think it is the focus of commemoration and remembrance for Victorians. It is Victoria's state memorial for all conflicts now, obviously initially for the Great War, the dead and the wounded and those who lost their lives during the Great War, but it's now the focus of all subsequent conflicts and commemoration.
Do you feel the beat in your heart? I want it real. Run away with me now.
The two most important ones obviously are Anzac Day on the 25th of April and Remembrance Day on the 11th of November. But over the course of any given year, there's at least 160 services that are held for different battles, different military units, things like Bastille Day for the French. So yes, a great number of services are held here.
I'm good at running, I beat you in the race again. Are you afraid? When I look your way, it's easiest to stay at home.
How many people work here? About 30 full-time staff work here on any one day, and approximately 120 volunteers provide guided tours of the shrine to the general public and to school groups, of which we have hundreds over the year, and the Shrine Guard and PSOs provide protection for the shrine. I think it's still relevant even today, even though it's now 100 years after the events that saw the shrine being built. Australians have continued to serve many operations, military and peacekeeping, since the First World War, since 1914, 1918. So I think it still is relevant today. If anybody was looking for any more information, the Shrine of Remembrance obviously has its own website, which is very useful, and the Australian War Memorial would probably be the other place that you would find information about Australia's military history and peacekeeping operations over the last 115 years.